These are not my cheekbones, and I'm kind of still getting used to it. Yesterday I had an appointment with an esthetician, and I walked out of it about an hour later with less blood and wildly swollen cheeks, which reminds me of that dog that swallowed a bee one time. But basically I went through a treatment called PRF. And PRF is this thing where they take like a couple vials of your blood just out of your arm, they centrifuge it, then they like heat it and then cool it and then heat it again, and then just like Jello, when it's the perfect consistency, they put it into a couple thin needles, and then they stab it back into your face. What they did is they made like a hole with a really fat needle. I won't show any pictures in case you're phobic. And you can kind of see it there and there. And then once the hole was made, they went in with the smaller needles and dug around in the under eye area and like deposited all of that gelatinous substance. You might be wondering why someone would take blood out of one spot and put it back into another spot just to look like Gemma from Severance. And what happens is by centrifuging the blood, you separate out all of these growth factors in your own biological substance, and they strategically place it in certain parts under your under eye and mush it out. And for a while it does make you look like Angelina Jolie, but once the swelling goes down, you'll go back to normal, and then a little while later your body will start to produce more, I guess, like substance, and basically produce its own filler in your under eyes, so your under eyes won't be as hollow and won't be as dark. Why would you do this instead of filler? Well, if you're like me and you just have really hollow under eyes genetically, because it comes with being Latina, you know, it's like that in the mustache. You can't use filler, like it just won't work on you. There's not enough material there. It's basically a skin layer on top of a bunch of blood vessels. It would look weird, it would form a weird little pocket or like a bulge. And so they had me do PRF instead because it would have my body produce its own material and fluff up my under eyes on their own, making it a lot less dark. And also PRF is a really good option for people who have autoimmune disorders. So if you get something like this done, your body won't attack itself because it's still your own blood and there's not really any foreign substances going into it. Once you get it done the first time, you only have to renew it like once every 6 months, and then you go from looking like you haven't slept since the Bush administration to being able to solve a problem that no amount of makeup has been able to fix for your entire fucking life. So I really like it, but it does look pretty fucked up in the meantime. Like it is swollen as shit.